Okay.
After you,
Okay,
please.
cool.
If you don't mind, say the opening words, my Mr. Dolly man.
Man, I've lost track. What episode are we on now?
Honestly,
It's,
it feels like 50, I gotta say.
It feels like 3, and that's what we're here to do today is bring you episode 3 of the Nameless Podcast.
There
we don't
we
have a
go.
name. He sent me a text right before the show, maybe 30 minutes before, saying, hey, these are all my ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, we've discussed before. He had like a few zingers in there that I thought were okay. Let me read them out.
He said, we'll think about it. Like a mother,
Like a dad.
child asking a mother if they can get a toy from Toys R Us.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I think
It's
a
just
lot
the
of them
gear
were
I'm
actually
in.
pretty shit, but I was just throwing things out there. I was kind of thinking we can mix and match a bunch, but
This looks like if you hit the random name generator on like, either a website name generator or an RPG character.
yeah, that's how I got
Obnoxiously vagrant.
That's how I got Post Malone. Yeah, I kind of just did that. I had a couple words that I liked, such as vagrant or vagabond. I don't know. I like the idea of being homeless. And then
Violently destitute.
I like violently destitute isn't too bad, but it's also like I don't know. It seems so forced, some of
A
them.
lot of these do. Vagabonding with a question mark. And the fifth one just says childish Gambino. Wow.
I don't think that's taken actually.
It's a childish Gambino it is.
Yeah. So I arrived 10 minutes late to the podcast. I would have been.
Yeah, you did.
The way I showed up today, you would think that I had been going on an all-nighter, all spree. I came to the house 10 minutes
Yeah.
late with an open bottle of wine
Mm-hmm.
that I was not drinking until I stepped foot in here, I will say, but I was drinking it last night, and I didn't want it to go to waste.
Okay, so what you're saying is on your violent bender,
Uh,
continuing from last night.
of course.
Granted, I'm a father. This is how I hear these things. So I might be blowing this out of proportion.
Mm-hmm.
And that you're bringing your problem to me now, and we've got to address this on the show live. We've got to diffuse
Oh, absolutely.
your situation.
Yeah, I figured I'd use this as like a free therapy session.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should be on the couch here. I'm lying down on a couch.
No, it's like reverse.
Like-
I like it
A
actually.
French porn star, and you're over there sitting on the floor with a bottle of wine.
Well, I
With a
deserve.
problem. Sorry, with a problem.
I deserve to be punished though, so that you can't just reprimand me for doing nothing.
Press 1 in the chat if you want me to violently molest him.
Two. I will say this is actually it was probably one of the most stressful drives I've ever had coming over here.
That's a 5-minute drive too. What happened?
Yeah, for such a short drive. Well, so I have this bottle of wine, and I don't have like a, something to close it with, right? So like I don't have a cap for it. It's a
Right.
corked bottle.
So you had
of
to hold
wine.
it in your hand and then occasionally
Well-
drink from it since it was there.
And you would think so, but holding it in my hand and stuff, it just wasn't really working. I have a really low car, so like at the windows, you can kind of see everything.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fitting in my, where the cups go in the cup holder, but it did fit in my middle console. But my middle console was also, it wouldn't close. It was pretty much at an almost like 90-degree angle, but it was quite up. And it was just so obvious there's an open bottle of wine sticking out.
Mhm.
No, that's usually fine. That's cool. But
It's Chilliwack. We live
Yeah.
in Chilliwack where that's more or less the norm.
yeah, drunk driving is totally acceptable here. We
Mhm.
actually haven't really caught on to that yet, but
You've got it's like a subway punch card for every time you get pulled over for a DUI. They just punch it. After was it 9 times? That's when they put you in.
yeah, you get a free night's stay at the county fair.
Yeah,
jail.
it's like this, 3-star motel. They call it rehab.
Yeah, I wish. Actually, my cousin, he's in rehab on Chilliwack Lake Road, and he,
Sick. That's lit.
yeah. He's staff there now, I guess, because he just stays there.
For the discount?
Well, he doesn't have a home
Did you get that?
for the discount. Oh yeah, probably. I would imagine you'd get
He
something
works
like
there,
that.
so he gets free rehab?
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
he doesn't have a home, so he has to live. He lives there.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm gonna go out and visit him. I guess I don't know. I think it's kind of a sketchy thing though, because like people think outside visitors are gonna bring in booze and things like that. But
We probably might, though. I mean, if
yeah,
you're anything like this entrance
I
today, coming into the podcast,
bring the booze for myself.
Yeah.
Go hang out with my friend at rehab.
brought a
I was
bottle of
thinking-
wine with them. Don't do
Yeah.
that over there.
But while I was driving here, I had a cop pull up like from behind. You can't really see the wine bottle that I had in my car, but definitely from the side. If you were on my right side, you could definitely see it if you peered in. And so I had a cop pulling in from the right side of me, and I passed him, and then immediately he like turns behind me and he followed me the whole way here.
Oh, wow.
So I was like sweating bullets.
Oh, wow.
The whole time, yeah.
And you can't just toss the bottle out because they're pretty perceptive to,
quite.
yeah.
Yeah, it's shattering glass and stuff.
It's not like throwing a tiny gram of weed out the side.
Yeah. So what I did, like, I have some of that. The girl I broke up with, I have some of her clothes in my back. So I grabbed them all and I like tried wrapping them around while I was driving, and it was. I started swerving and it made me look like a drunk driver. It was very stressful.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
How are you this composed after that? What did the cop do? He just.
Oh, he didn't do a thing. He didn't do his job quite
No.
well at all, actually. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Is like.
Keeping me off the streets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been him upholding the law, justice, which is finding you with an open bottle of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do we agree with that law?
No.
No.
It's too much paperwork.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
One should have a right to your own liquor.
We do.
In our cars, open.
Oh.
Open.
Okay. Yeah. No, I believe we should deserve that right as well.
Yeah.
Drunk drivers against mad mothers. Am I right?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, come on.
Yeah.
They
fucking
get
right.
away with too much, and we just let it happen.
They really do. Honestly.
There needs to be some pushback from the Drunk Driving Association. Those interested in drunk driving, rather, should form a coalition.
Is it what? You're not allowed to drink and like operate any kind of vehicle.
Heavy machinery.
Bicycle. I think you can get a DUI on a bicycle.
No.
Yeah, I think you can.
No.
Yeah. A horse. I know you can get a DUI on a horse.
That makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. Even though the horse is its own sentient being. So how would your...
Can still rightly plow through a fucking group of children and murder them all with its hooves. Its weight. The weight of its own body.
You don't think he would like have an inner monologue like, is this right? As you're like steering him into like children.
Wherever you pull in that rein, he's going.
Shit.
Yeah, they're sociopaths.
What if what if your horse is drunk, but you're sober?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a lot of dead air we just made with that, but
Have you,
it's a good question.
Have you ever, speaking of getting a stamp on your 9-card DUI, have you ever firsthand experienced white privilege at the hands of an officer?
White privilege at the hand of an officer.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude. That's a good question. I don't know. Well, okay, to back that up, though, you're asking, have I, received heat from a police officer only to find that, like, oh, shit, no, you're white.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's a...
Yeah.
Or like gotten off incredibly easy on something that you probably shouldn't have gotten off on.
Man, I can't say that I've ever... No, I've had some cops, harass me for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a pretty, not goody two-shoes, but I've skirted my way through life without too many infractions. Mm-hmm. And aside from, some SkyTrain transit ticket stuff...
Been there.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Oh, I had so many of those back in the day, before they had those gates set up, right? But,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, no, I've always been, pretty...
Those gates are bullshit anyways.
Yeah, fuck those gates.
You push them because they have to for emergencies, right? Like, you just push them hard enough and they open.
And that's what every crackhead does. They don't pay for transit still.
You know what? I stopped paying for transit, or for the SkyTrain, the one time that I decided to pay for it when I went to a Chelsea Wolf concert.
Oh, wow. Oh, you saw Chelsea Wolf?
I did, yeah. I saw her with... who played with her?
Of course.
I can't remember who played with her, but 2016. The one time I actually decided to buy a ticket, be a good Samaritan, I have the ticket, and I had a Chelsea Wolf poster that I bought from the show.
Yeah.
And I put the ticket into the poster for some reason, and then there's cops, or the transit police, and they're like, "Where's your ticket?" And I was like, "I swear to fucking God, I have it." And I just couldn't think of where I put it. They gave me a $150 fine for not having a ticket when I actually bought it.
Though, have you?
No, I did pay it.
You did pay
I
it?
Pay it. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I had to pay that.
You had to.
Yeah, there was a reason. I think it was something. I think it can fuck up your insurance, like with your car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, at the time, when I got these tickets, and there's multiple tickets,
yeah.
I had no reason to pay them off. They were just
no, yeah.
They're probably still racking up interest or whatever.
You still have them.
Mm-hmm.
I think after a certain amount of time, they eventually, without contact, go null and void.
Really?
I think most pretty much everything. Like I think it's like an.
Why would anyone pay them off?
8-year span.
8-year span?
Because there are
4 years.
Getting your insurance and shit like that. Like there are incentives to go and do it. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So being someone who lived in the city under the age of 35, of course I didn't have a car. Why would that matter to me?
Yeah. Why?
Et cetera, et cetera.
That's why you got to go to a province or a state. That I don't know how it works in the States, but that's why you got to go to a province, commit all your crime in that province, and decide to never go back. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's clean and cut.
I have a $2,000 fine with the Northwest Territories government.
Back on track though.
Yeah. White privilege? Is that what we're on?
I remember there was this one time that we were having this Halloween party, right? It's my friend Boots, who's a lot of listeners will know Boots. He's this super rugged Egyptian fellow, super jacked,
I met him recently.
brutal dude. Yeah, you met him a couple times recently, I think.
Yeah.
But it was his birthday, and his birthday's more or less on Halloween. It's maybe like a day off, but he celebrates it on Halloween because he'd be like that. He's a spooky guy. And we went to a cemetery to piss on this local priest's grave. His name is Father Doe, and he made a tradition every year on his birthday to go piss on his grave with his friends.
This sounds like there's a bit of backstory with Father Doe.
They were punk rockers,
Mm-hmm.
and that he was a priest, so I think it was just
Okay.
obligatory.
So it's like, Father, don't touch my penis.
Sure, if you want
You
to
know?
construe it in that way.
Okay. Continue.
I think there was no nuance whatsoever going through their brains. It's just
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, let's get drunk and piss on
Father
dead.
Doe.
Fuck you, Catholic priest.
I want to join that party, man. Honestly,
Yeah,
I'd rather
so
be there.
we brought a bunch of fireworks into this graveyard, as you do, and Sarah was there naturally because they were together
Mm-hmm.
at that time. We were just drinking from hard bar from like 5 p.m. to like 4 in the morning or something. But
In this graveyard?
yeah,
The whole night?
yeah,
Wow.
all day, all night. But let's set the things up like chronologically here. So we get there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're hitting the sauce, pissing on the grave. This guy Nick, who is completely retarded in the head, no brain cells to work with, bless his heart, but he comes up with a bunch of fireworks and we just start blasting him off. Super fun.
I think I know this Nick character. Uh-huh.
Is he super tall?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, handsome?
Mm.
Ah,
No, he's like still a gutter punk.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't think I knew him, but I've heard of him.
Okay.
I think.
Cool. He
Continue.
sucks. Wears a Burzum shirt and doesn't know who Burzum is.
Oh, damn. That
Yeah.
poor soul.
Doesn't know.
Dunkelheit. Dunkelheit. So you guys are pissing.
Yeah. I'm pissing.
Fireworks. Nick takes fireworks.
Yeah, so we're blasting those off, and then I get like really drunk, and I don't remember the rest of that night until we're surrounding this beautiful Buddhist pagoda.
What
It's
is
like
a
a-
pagoda?
Pagoda, it's like a loose definition, but it more or less conveys like sort of a construct in the sense that you can gather around. It could be like in a sort of shrine or edifice.
It's like Starbucks. It's a place to gather
Pagoda.
around.
I'm probably getting this way off base, but in my mind, it was like sort of a shrine, right?
Okay. I
But
think
like
I
more
have an
elaborate,
idea.
like made out of wood, essentially. It was around this person's grave. This Buddhist, either monk or some sort of pillar of the community. And there's like lit candles all over it. It was really nice. It was like really thoughtful.
Oh.
All this stuff. And Sarah gets like really, really shit faced, and she goes into like crazy cuckoo.
Catatonic.
Yeah, she's not there anymore.
Yep.
And so she tackles me to the ground while I'm just chilling, like sitting. And
Okay.
I'm wearing like a leather jacket with barbed wire all over it that I made myself.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Well, it doesn't exist anymore because she tackled it and broke all of it.
Oh,
And then
that
barbed
sounds-
wire got tangled up in her hair,
But
around her wig.
In her wig, for
Yeah.
sure. I've never even seen anybody like have that kind of leather jacket. That's pretty.
No, I made this like character back in the day. I wanted to make for like a horror movie. His name
Twiggy
was
Jack.
barbed wire jackalope. He was like a leather jacket sporting barbed wire encrusted gas mask character with like elk horns coming out of the top of the gas mask.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I wore it that day. I like
You were
fully
method
assembled.
acting?
Huh?
Method acting.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah, so I wore that costume. This sounds like some nerdy, stupid shit, but I thought it was really cool at the time. Anyway, getting back to my white privilege. Yeah, so Sarah tackles me. Things start getting like really chaotic. Everyone's like way too mentally ill and drunk for this to be a good time,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everyone who's in the punk rock scene has something going on with them. And there's this dude Gavin who I haven't mentioned yet, but he is the wiliest
Oh.
little fucker. He's
Why?
like gutter punk to the extreme, where he'd never had any like consistent supports in his life or guidance. Every time he gets drunk, he acts a fucking fool, and something goes bad, and the
Yeah.
cops show up.
Oof.
So
Hate those guys.
yeah, with Gavin, he got really smashed, and he usually whips his dick out and just starts like chasing people, and it's like
Cool.
it gets into like sexual assault.
Respect.
But in this case, he like went up to this Buddhist pagoda, and he's like, "Oh, I fucking miss you. What is this pussy shit?" And he like picks up these candles that are like really heartfelt and starts smashing them while they're still burning, like all over this pagoda.
Wow.
I'm like, oh my god, dude, this is like you're racking up more negative karma than anyone has ever, racked up here. You're like,
the karmic debt that's not willing to be paid off.
Yeah, this is someone's grave, and you're defiling it. It's a Buddhist grave, and it's
yeah.
Anyway,
out of all the religious effigies that you could have defiled.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he just pissed on a Catholic priest's grave, so
yeah, you might as well go. Keep going.
He's going to super hell, like 2 different hells.
Wow.
After he's done with Christian hell, he's going to super Buddhist hell, which is actually worse than Christian hell.
But Buddhism has a hell?
Yeah.
I'm not actually.
It's so much worse than Christian hell.
No shit.
Yeah, because you move through phases.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't you kind of do that with the levels?
The circles of hell? Yeah. I don't. No, I think it's like whatever sin you're guilty of. That's where you get stuck, isn't it?
I don't know. Yeah. I'm so not up to date on my theological stuff.
I think you get a sign with a circle, but like Buddhist hell is progressively moving through worse and worse shit.
Ooh. And
you eventually, I think, graduate from it or something, and you're
you have
good
like
to go.
A bachelor's degree
and surviving the worst shit.
You're a man now.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's going there, and he's smashing candles and stuff, and wouldn't you know it, the whole thing catches fire and starts burning, and Sarah is now completely useless, catatonic, can't move.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's not a good position to be in.
She's like blackout to the point where she's just slopping and
has no idea
around.
That there's fire around her.
Yeah, no idea. I'm trying to tell her. I think Boots had decided at that time is a good point to get smokes, so he's just not there. So I gotta drag Sarah away from this burning.
Thank God you were there.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
She would have been left there otherwise, next to a burning fucking shrine.
Good, damn.
And who knows what would have happened. Anyway, so I drag her out of there, and we see security circling around. They've seen probably the fireworks to begin with, and then now this burning property up there. So we're trying to fucking get out, and then we see squad cars rolling out.
That's the sound of the police.
Yeah.
Yep.
And me being the healthy young spry guy that I was, I just do a bolt.
You like Juno ran, like the guy in Juno. He runs everywhere.
Michael Cera.
Michael Cera, yeah. The way I could just see. Yeah. I love the way you sprint. You're like a gazelle. I love that.
Yeah.
Did you have Sarah like with you, or you just ran?
Oh, I forget where she was. I think. Oh man. Oh, good question. That's so blurry to me. We might have even dropped her. Who knows? Dead weight, right? Anyways, we're bolting towards the fence.
As long as she's away from the fire.
And I'm the only one there that's not a pack-a-day smoker.
Ah.
So after about, I'm going to say just about 20 feet, they're like, oh, fuck. I don't run, man. I'm not a fucking runner. Mind you, like, they're covered in leather and like these heavy punk rock war pants, and they're sagging and
combat boots.
Yeah, so it's like even if you did have a good stamina, that you can't run in that. So Boots is ahead of us, and then we look behind us, and the cops are like pulling up. They're getting out of the car now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck cops. And then Boots, without thinking, goes like this with his arms, goes whoosh. If he can't
in a prayer-like manner,
his arms go up, and then he falls forward with his arms up on the ground. Like it's the fucking
like it just does a belly flop.
Like the Islamites are invading Egypt right now.
Oh my god, okay.
This is a guy who went to school with armed guards, by the way.
That's true.
So he's seen some shit, but he just he drops without thinking, no running, just drops to the ground like fucking Call of Duty, and we hop the fence. Fuck, a whole bunch of other shit happens.
So wait, does he drop to the ground in like a flashback in a sense because of like where he was like from, and he's like police and shit like that? Like was he surrendering, or was he like ghillie suiting fucking prone?
Yeah, he's going prone.
Oh my god, okay. That's fucking funny. That's cool as shit, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to run away from the cops with someone who's willing to go prone. That's fucking sick.
It was
That's
so awesome.
Dedicated.
It's just like his form while he was going down was like like one solid movement.
That's fucking sick.
Without even thinking.
Cool.
Like, time to go prone.
That's awesome. Oh my god. So you jump the fence.
So I leap over the fence like an elf. while the other two are struggling. It's Gavin and Nick.
The snake and the gazelle.
Yeah.
Clearly.
They find us. They don't find Boots, obviously, because
he's prone.
Yeah, he's in stealth mode. His
Yeah.
camouflage is 99.
Cops can't look down. It's a known fact.
No, it's like Metal Gear. So, shit, they can probably hear this in the mic. Fuck. The cops find us, and obviously, again, don't find Boots. And I think it's somewhere along the lines of, hey, you little rapscallions, what the fuck's going on here?
Hey.
Yada, yada, yada.
Yo.
Oh, wow, look at all your lack of melanin here. You got... Checks out. That's checking it off on the notepad. Low melanin, light hair, blue eyes.
Give you a little nuggie, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, you little scamp.
We'll let you off with a warning and a cookie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here's a free ticket to the bathhouse if you want to relax.
Yeah, me specifically. Take our shirts off.
Yeah.
You so they knew it was you, or did they like kind of didn't have full reason to believe it was you? And no, you were white. That was it. And they didn't find Boots, so they didn't. That would, it would have been a different story.
Right. Like his instinct was a lot more reasonable because if they had actually found him.
Wow, what a good guy. Trouble. He probably knew that too.
Maybe.
Wow. You know, I've experienced white privilege a handful of times. I think I too many to count. One specific memory that jots in my mind was actually kind of recently. It was only about 2 years ago. I was working at the pub that I was working at there. My friend Ryan and I, we would close early, and then the one nightclub in town would stay open about an hour after we closed. So we would go there after work and like go there, not interact with anybody because we hated that fucking place, but we'd go there and drink, except for the bartenders, and we go there and drink like 4 or 5 shots of tequila and then just drive home immediately. So it wouldn't even really hit you until like, and he lived in Cultus Lake, so that's.
Oh, you just slam them and leave.
Just slam him, get in there, get out, do our fucking thing. It was the best because him and I were both alcoholics. So we end up slamming these drinks, and then this cop pulls us over. Zabalski. He's like Zabalski. Yeah, he's a little infamous around town here, but he
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of this fellow.
Yeah. He's committed atrocities in the.
He really gets your goat, huh? I've heard that he has a few run-ins with you.
Yeah, he's always. I've met the guy a bunch of times for the last. I think I've met him about 4 times in the last 10 years. Always treated me with the utmost respect, and I have a theory that it's because he has a bad rap, and because I'm a young, impressionable white male, I'm like, Spolsky's not that bad.
You can spread it to all your white friends.
Yeah, which I'm doing right now, currently. So what happened was that he pulled me over.
Self-fulfilling prophecy he made.
Yeah, and you know what, Sapolsky, you fucking did it, man. You got what you wanted.
Dude, fuck Sapolsky.
Hey, just listen.
Me and my neighbors hate that bitch.
Yeah, he's I don't know, he's like a hit and miss kind of guy. But so, anyways, the guy pulls us over, and I thought it was because I didn't have my fucking side mirror on my car, and I had it in my car, but it wasn't on my car. And so he gets to the window, and I immediately have my side mirror in my hand, and I'm like, he's like, why the fuck are you holding that, dude? I'm like, isn't this why you pulled me over? I just wanted to tell you that like I haven't. It just fell off right before it didn't. I had it off for weeks, but he's like, no, you like what was it? He pulled me over because I was almost out of insurance or something like that. He's like, you have to renew your insurance next. Like, it wasn't even that I was out of insurance. I'm like,
so he presented him with something to write you a ticket for when he was just giving you a friendly reminder.
Essentially, yeah.
But you're in the first place covering your ass for having a DUI.
Exactly.
Driving while intoxicated.
So he immediately breathalyzes me.
Oh.
Immediately. And Ryan gets out of the car and stuff like that. I blow, I think I blow 2 over. I'm over the limit, right? And we're not far from my house. We're very close to my
2
address.
Over the limit.
Yeah, 0.2 or something, 0.02 over the limit.
See, we've actually done a test, Zach and I, at a police station to determine our levels of sobriety while drinking or after drinking.
We figured that out after.
Yeah.
Can we say that after?
Yeah, we're not jumping into it. But.
Okay. But anyways, I blow 2 over. We're right beside this Tim Hortons, which is right by my house. It's really close to my house. The guy goes, you know what? Why don't you park your car over there, man? Jump in mine. I'll give it a ride home. Like, are you fucking serious, man? He's like, yeah, park your car right there. He let me drive my own car over across there. We get in this guy's car, and this is the second time he's done this. I remember when I was a kid, he did this too. But we get in the car. He's like, you guys look like some metal boys.
Some metal boys?
I'm like, absolutely. He's like, you like Mammoth Grinder? Like, fuck yeah, I guess so.
I don't know who that is, but yes.
They sound like something I would like. And all of a sudden, we're fucking driving this dude's cop car to my house, and it's literally like fucking like listening
Wow.
fucking heavy as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
It was
just pig squeals coming out the squad car.
exactly
You're
no
drunk.
ticket, no nothing. I felt fucking that was my most. If I was goddamn know it, if I was black, that would not be the case, or any other race.
You'd be shot in the head.
Yeah, immediately. Jesus. But we did actually do that kind of, and that was the last year they did.
You guys
it
know
COVID.
Grinder.
Oh.
N-word there.
Oh.
And then they got shot. You got shot for being black.
Yeah, exactly. Good thing I got my martyrdom perk.
Yeah, fuck racist cops. That's an awesome story though.
Thanks. Yours was
shit.
Yours was really good. I had something to bring up with that, but I cannot remember. But we did go do that fucking police thing. That was pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
So Zach and I, it was sort of a not a routine for you, but you knew someone.
Yeah, I was familiar with
a regular,
the process. Yeah.
And then they got us into this. And basically, what this was in order to improve field sobriety tests, police officers here in Chilliwack, at least, were at the facility, whatever you want to call it, headquarters, police headquarters, will run diagnostics, will run tests on willing participants, and
for the new breed of cops.
yeah, which isn't us. We're there to be the lambs to the slaughter in this case.
Yeah.
But
the liquor to slaughter.
willing participants will come, and you pick your poison. You pick any liquor you want. They'll pick up it's like a 2.6, I think, right?
Yeah, they pick up as much as you tell them what you want, and they pick it up.
Yeah, like a 2.6, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right. So that's exactly what we did. And I think I got Maker's Mark. We both got Maker's Mark.
I think I got Maker's Mark as well.
Yeah. So they would feed us shots at a indiscriminate sort of level, wasn't it? They wouldn't even tell us like how much it was. It was like, want another drink? Yes. Okay. Here it is. It's either like 1 shot or 3 shots, or like I think even half shots sometimes, depending on how drunk they thought you were getting.
Yeah, there was no such thing as getting cut off. You were allowed. Yeah,
you had to
order,
keep drinking.
Yeah, as much as you wanted. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think they determined how much booze you were actually going to get just by like the gift of your jab. What do they say? Gop of your. Oh my god.
Gift of gab.
Gifted. Yeah. No.
Level
of. By the look of your jaw. You know.
Never
mind.
There's some boomer term in there.
Yeah, somewhere.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah.
So we got progressively loaded, and we were. Speaking of boomers, we were partying with exclusively boomers.
You're still friends with that girl on Facebook. I took her off, and then I see her recommended to me all the time.
Really?
And like one mutual friend, it's you.
Oh,
and I'm like,
me?
who the fuck is this chick? I'm like,
Wow.
oh yeah.
I don't remember what her name is.
They wanted our fucking dicks.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely they did. And to preface, again, like we were 2 young strapping dudes in what was like a Shark Tank, a cougar's den.
It really was.
It was like 3 middle-aged women. It wasn't that many.
Yeah,
and
they
then
weren't
like
even...
your friend,
Brad
name?
and Angela. Yeah.
Brad and Angela?
Brad and
I thought
Angela.
you were going to say Angelina.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Bradgelina.
Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, that's it.
Much more sad version. But
you know what? Thinking about this story, I know we haven't really finished it, but seeing that you don't drink now, I'm really happy that like I caught you at that time. Like that was like one of your last drinking kind of big escapades, and we
that
got to do that together.
Binge that resulted in the worst same day hangover of my life.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I guess we didn't mention. They pick you up at 8 in the morning. They pick you up like right away in the morning.
Yeah. Which back then was unbelievably early for me.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like unfathomably early, which is funny now how looking at things now.
Now 7 is late.
Yeah. But the results would have been the same because they get you drunk. You end up and then you don't drink for a couple hours because after you drink however much booze you want to drink and you're supposed to get drunk at this point, you end up doing like these cops come in, this new breed of cops come in and they do tests on you. And they like, just sobriety tests. So you got to walk the line and you got to fucking follow their finger and blah, 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 all this bullshit. We basically like suck in their dicks for free booze, which, but my moral compass doesn't really care too much. But you're done by 1 o'clock in the afternoon and they give you a ride home and you're fucking
5 hours.
Yeah. You're like plastered. But you're also not just, are you only plastered? You also haven't had a drink for 2 hours. So it's like you are fucking ready to go to bed immediately. Yeah. It's a waste of a day, but it's fun. So
it's kind of a waste.
I would do it again.
Yeah,
I would do it again. 100%.
If I still drank, fuck yeah, I'd do it again.
Yeah. Would you for the sake of the police force?
Oh yeah, that's a good. That much.
Yeah. Would you do it for 1 day of the year just to do that day?
Damn. If it was right on my birthday, if August 17th was the day they did that, then yes.
You could more, and you know what? The fact that you are doing it for like, you know, a Christian good cause, you know, you're helping the police force.
Fuck the police though.
Yeah, I know, but if you want to morally, you know, subjugate it to that.
Oh,
yeah.
There's no in Canada. Like our police force is a little different than the whole rah fuck the police movement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're okay, but at the same time, no.
It's weird how Abbotsford
that much.
and Vancouver have their own police departments though. Because you have the Abbotsford Police, it's not RCMP, and then Vancouver Police Department, which is also not RCMP.
Yeah, never thought about that.
Yeah, it's weird. They're privatized, which means
they're privatized.
You know what that means?
What's that?
They're gangs.
The police are gangs. Dude, listen to this podcast.
Gang.
Yep. Share this podcast on Twitter. We just figured it out. Only revelation.
Yeah, please share us, but don't listen to our last episode.
Maybe a little bit corrupt.
I think you guys, I came up with a revelation today.
Yeah.
I think the police
cops are not as morally altruistic as we thought.
I think they get off a little easy.
Oh, boy.
Honestly.
Goodness gracious.
I think they kill people.
Our shepherds have wandered from the flock.
If I was a sheep, I would think differently. But you know what? They are bad people.
They've been making shawarma out of our bodies and using our skin for holster leather. For their African American killing guns.
Dude, you should fucking slaughter that calf out there and make a fucking holster for your gun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Hey, I guess this is a good time to bring it up as any. I brought you something.
Yeah.
It's not yours. Well, maybe
it's not yours.
Maybe it's a gift.
What?
Maybe, I don't know. I didn't.
You brought me something, but you're not giving it to me.
No, I brought
it. Showing me something.
Yeah, for the podcast, for the sake of the podcast, and in fact, that's actually why I'm 10 minutes late because I forgot it and I had to run back and grab it. So I went to the medicine store, some would say, the healing store, others would say, and others would say maybe the.
You stole medication.
The store, no, I stole a doctor's pad one time, but that's not. But
doesn't work. Yeah.
No, I went to the crystal store, the place otherwise known as where you know, women on bikes, middle-aged women on bikes go to.
Yeah.
And talk about spirituality.
Where Andy currently shops right now because he's obsessed with crystals.
Is he actually a crystal guy?
By the way, if you're like a regular listener of the show now, Andy, we're not throwing you under the bus. This is gentle ribbing for the ridiculous shit that you do. Yeah,
we use you as content. No, I'm just
yeah, we use you as content.
Yeah, I think I'm in the free, so I'm good to go with that. Andy, I don't know you well enough to rib on you, but you got a nice smile. You smell good, I guess. I don't know.
Sure.
I miss you. And you know what? I still have a message pending from him on Messenger.
You taking this place or what?
Yeah, he's like, hey man,
supposed to move in with him.
But I feel like it's too late for me now to
move in with him.
You think so?
Yeah, he's moving to the island in 5 or 3 days.
So you think I've had a message and be like, hey man, is this place still available? No, because if he's really moving, the place is actually available. And then he'll be like, yeah, absolutely. And then I'll fuck him over again.
What did you bring?
Yes. Is the excitement there? Check it out. Okay, so I went to the crystal store, bought myself a tarot deck. I was talking about it before.
Oh!
I didn't bring the tarot deck, but I was looking through the books. I found a couple good books. I found one on death and dying. I found another one on the occults, black magic, blah blah blah. It's a shitty book. I shouldn't have bought it. But then I saw this, and there's no way I couldn't have bought it. I know. Dude, I fucking know.
Holy shit.
They had 3 copies there, and I wanted to buy. I should have bought them all.
That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Listeners, the book I'm holding in my hands right now is it's a middle-aged man with a balding ponytail, bald on top, ponytail at the bottom, cut off jeans. It looks like.
I think so.
A white T-shirt. He's meditating in the meditative pose, facing the 2 towers, the Twin Towers, World Trade Center. Blowing up.
They're blowing up.
Yeah, exploding. Title is 9/11 and Meditation, America's Handbook. Holy shit!
You know the best part about that cover is like you're not helping anybody. You know, there's literally
you're helping the terrorists.
There's just people dying there, and you are more of a terrorist than anything.
He looks like the terrorist. He probably got contacted by the Pentagon after making this.
The worst part about that book is that I searched it far and deep and wide for cringe gold. Unfortunately,
this is it. We've made that now.
Unfortunately, the book is actually kind of
good,
straightforward and well written, and like you know, it talks about psychedelic drugs, faith. It's also a Christian book, also.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not. There's nothing really, you know, gonna There's not good content in there. You know, he's like pretty well spoken for, and it's like, fuck, why didn't you have to be a total idiot? You know. I think
I'll be the judge of that. Let's read a passage
for our thumbnail, because it's in black, we should use that cover as the thumbnail.
Down.
Yeah, because the fans need to see it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Isn't that he looks like some granola fucking douchebag.
I'll go back. I'll buy you a copy.
Please.
Yeah, I will.
I need this on my bedstand table.
Let's
just start from the beginning. Here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, read an excerpt, please.
God in America, 9/11 meditation. This is the preface. Okay. Acknowledgements. Sorry for the dead air. How it was for me, 9/11 and meditation, first chapter. I was born into a middle-class family in the upper Midwestern United States. From all outward appearances was pretty normal, or middle of the road. Middle of the road. Yeah, you just sit in the middle of the road meditating, looking at buildings.
Is there a picture?
No.
Oh.
Me being the neglected younger twin in a family of two parents and an older and younger brother besides my older twin.
Dude, don't tell me about
That's
problems.
a weird way of phrasing that. We were, to the outside world, pretty average, or somewhat above. We achieved highly and behaved well. Until things started to unravel in my adolescence, that is. And then the next is all caps, my Lutheran upbringing.
Oh, yeah.
That's in all caps for some reason.
That's a theme throughout the book, you'll see.
Oh, it's like an
like
Archie comic where
yeah.
things are just randomly capitalized.
It's a poem. It's like the start of every paragraph. He's like,
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Essentially, yeah.
What
There's
a
meditation
genius.
notes inside of the book that you can write.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the beginning, before the book even starts, there's meditation journal notes.
Yeah, yeah.
If you happen to be meditating before you read this.
Yeah. I already knew what to do before I read this. I know I should get into the plane. I should yell out jihad, something, something.
Yeah, I want to say that this is what this is getting towards, right?
Do you think the people who were...
jihad.
Do you think... You know what's funny is that the people who hijacked the plane and hit 9/11 were probably ones to meditate. And were probably in a meditative state right before they hit the towers as well.
They achieved what Buddhists call a flow state, where your mind gets out of the way, basically, and you're able to just channel your inner desires and wants, so to speak.
Your inner flame ball of fucking...
Yeah.
I have nothing to go with that, man. That man said it all right there.
Yeah, it smells amazing, this book.
It does it
It
actually?
smells like patchouli.
Yeah.
It smells like whatever hippie shop you got.
It's probably all the incense that it was absorbing while it was sitting there not getting bought.
Like smudge sticks and
I just don't understand how it could be
middle-aged
sitting there
cock.
And it says absorbing the material in this handbook right on the back.
You must look like an absolute insane person buying this, by the way.
Oh, it does smell really good. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Whoa, who needs incense when you got 9/11?
You can just burn this book.
Yeah, oh my god, that'd be so sick. I felt like an insane person buying this book. I would have felt like an insane person buying more than one copy, nonetheless going back there the next day and buying another copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going
It was so
to.
good. I had to buy another one, or I burned this book and it smelled so good, I had to buy another one.
So it's funny because he, on the back here, it says, what does it say? Born in David Thorson. We're giving him a shout out on the podcast. David Thorson.
Hopefully we can get him on the podcast.
Oh my, dude, we should check it out.
Yeah.
Honestly, he would probably come on.
I know.
We tell him we got tons of views.
Yeah.
We'll doctor it.
Doesn't even need to know how many views we got, which is 7 per podcast, by the way, now.
Dude, can we actually get him
Yeah.
on the show? Let's
send him
look it
a
up. Let's look it up.
Facebook or
When did this book come
MySpace
out?
message.
Hey, David, we really appreciate your work, man, honestly. I really...
From the half page that I've read, it really struck a deep chord.
Yeah, the cover alone is art, dude. Honestly, I know what you were thinking when you made that cover, and I just gotta say, I agree.
I gotta say, you're sick.
Yeah.
But
He also talks about psychedelic drugs, and I mean, I know quite a bit about that. So.
see, I actually like that. Hey, remember how you'd always leave me by myself when you went to go pee and I had to fill radio time?
Yeah,
Airtime?
yeah. Oh my god, is it my time to shine? Holy shit, no
bye.
way. Well, I've been thinking about that too. I really hope that Dolly purposely chose to not pee just to give me this as an offering, a peace offering, if you will. So, okay, well, I want to read on the back here. I want to really emphasize this is David Thorson, born in 1954, has written poetically and or technically for over 2 decades. This is his first published book, and it depicts a lifetime of harrowing life events amidst intense psychological and social polarization. So, this is his first published book. It is self-published. It is not published by anybody else. And what does he fucking mean by poetically and or technically? I think just because you use some big fucking words, it doesn't mean that you're writing technically or factually. But if you guys can find this book, go look for it, man. Go see it. Go give your boy $9.95 US. I'm sure he needs it. So amongst the many things that Dolly and I share, one of them is the love and passion for podcasting. And I will say, we've been strangely consistent about this. We've had so many ideas in the past to do random shit, and none of them go through at all, ever. And something about this just clicked. I don't know. And I'm really enjoying it. And he's back now, thank God.
Bitches ain't shit but
Hoes and tricks.
Bitches ain't shit but...
Damn, I didn't realize how good of a job you did cleaning out that dead air. That's kind of harder than it looked, honestly. I hate feeling forced sometimes.
What were you saying?
I was just talking about how I use you for your podcast equipment. Yeah, essentially.
Well, you have your own mic, so...
I did buy my own mic. That's really all you need, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess some DAW software. Wait, we shouldn't give the secrets out.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
No. They'll definitely contend with us. It won't be hard to beat this.
It really won't.
All you need is 2 mics and a 9/11 handbook.
I love how you titled the second episode First what did you
First pod zakk attack.
Yeah.
And then episode
2. I didn't notice that until like the fourth time I went onto the page because I was like
the fourth time?
Yeah.
How many times did you listen to this?
Well, because I'll send it to people and I have to go get the link again and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Mhm.
I neglected to update that.
I thought that was
I think
hilarious.
that's funnier because of it.
You know, I had a great note, but I cannot. Last night, I was up fucking all last night.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right.
Squirt Girl was over again.
Press 1 in the chat if you have a problem with that.
2.
Squirt Girl. That's
Yeah.
who you broke up with.
No, that's a different girl.
Oh,
I've
the
been
girl-
hitting solid
The
lately.
girl who used you and then pissed all over your room, as you
Absolutely.
said before.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nice.
I actually got it in this time.
So she used you again.
Yeah. No.
No, it's a
She
different
used me.
context.
She did use me, but I also got some enjoyment out of it this time, like some physical enjoyment, not just like the enjoyment of being used.
Right.
It was great. It was fucking.
Wait, the
awesome.
enjoyment of being used?
Yeah.
Oh, you like that?
I don't, like if it was every time that a girl came over and decided to use my face and ride me like that or something like that, then that wouldn't be enjoyable. But once in a while, you don't want to have sex all the fucking time, it is work, right? I don't know, when you're having
Do you believe that?
sometimes
I'm looking at your levels here and they've reached the lie section.
the lie section,
All in the red.
lie, it's hitting the ding meter.
Yeah.
Shit.
On your lie detector. It's the lie detector, not your
So what are you
microphone
saying?
levels.
That if I wouldn't lie to you if I really thought it wasn't work, but it really
Okay, so what you're saying is this girl is such a raging rampant nymphomaniac that you've been sequestered by her
equestrian style.
the wants of her loin.
Yeah. I wouldn't. Would I call her an nympho? Probably. I mean, who isn't kind of a nympho? I think she definitely has a male sex drive. That's for sure.
Right.
But she's gorgeous. And anyways, we actually had sex this time, and it was awesome, dude. And she's pissed all over my bed once again.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hit the walls this time, and I didn't put my face into it because I knew what to expect this time around.
Did you do that last time?
I did.
You
Well,
put
I
your
wanted to
face in
see
it.
if it was pee or not.
So you put your face in it
Well, yeah, and I thought that was hot. Because you see
while
it,
she was there?
you see it in porn. Of course she was there. I didn't take her squirt in a jar and then pour it on my
That's
face
what I thought,
later.
man.
Jeez.
That's what I thought.
No.
You were like, yeah, she left and you're like,
Oh, like into my sheets? Ew. Gross.
Yeah.
No, I did say I was like a kid at a water park, remember? Because I was like dancing in her piss.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But she was really turned on by that. How old is she?
Yeah. She's a year younger than me, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
18 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
So sweet.
13.
Oh.
Yeah. I turned 14 this year, Dolly. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What year were you born?
You should guess.
1991.
Yes.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
nailed
Oh,
it.
Fucking right. That's
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, that is the year of the armadillo.
No, it's a different armored rodent.
Is it actually?
Mm-mm.
No, not at all.
No.
Oh, what's the one that gave corona? What's that one?
The bat.
No. It people say it came from a bat, but it actually came from that one armadillo-like creature that the Chinese also eat.
The pangolin?
Yeah, the pangolin. Yeah.
Are they saying that?
They're saying that's where it actually came
Really?
from.
Well,
Yeah.
I love pangolins.
Yeah, I like the name because it reminds me of Pangu.
Pangolins are like human, or not human, but actual real life Pokemon.
They they really are.
Yeah.
Most of them are
No wonder
dolphins.
Pangolin uses disease spread.
Pangolin.
That was his Pokemon move.
Yeah.
Virus
It was
outbreak.
super effective.
Yeah, super effective against the human populace.
Yeah, that's fucking funny.
A year later.
What is the year in the Chinese New Year on that?
For 91?
Yeah.
It's the goat.
You gotta go.
Goat!
Holy.
Sorry, that blew up
Dude,
the levels.
that
I was
is-
trying to do black metal.
That is objectively cooler. I got the worst year. The absolute
The
worst.
rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally what I got. Yeah.
It's objectively the worst because I
Yeah.
already knew what it was.
It's like, I was 1 year off the tiger. Like, cool thing about the goat is like, yeah, maybe you get slaughtered, but it's black metal as fuck.
Can I say one nice thing to you in this whole history of the podcast right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
My sister, I think Sarah, is actually Year of the Rat.
Yes, she is.
And
Same here.
I remember when we were growing up, to make her feel better, I would tell her that rats are actually my favorite animal. I had a pet rat.
You did. I think I've heard of that.
Multiple pet rats, actually, when I was like a little kid. And they were super smart. Like really ridiculously intelligent. And you could like give them names and then they would come to you when you call them and shit.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, super smart little guys.
That really did make me feel better.
So rats
far.
are very nice.
Thanks.
They are very polite and
Do I have
very
a-
intelligent.
Do I have
And
rat-like
cute.
tendencies about me?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that if you
Like-
hit a rat with a magic wand, it would turn
I wouldn't turn into
into a human kind of like you.
Fiona.
No, it would be Zakkion.
You know what's cool about rats? They're good at karate.
Oh, really?
Master Splinter.
Yeah.
That's
Are you
split
good at
up.
karate?
I actually am good.
Yeah.
at I actually
you can
am.
do martial arts. There you
Yeah.
go. You're a
I
rat
actually
type
am good.
person.
Yeah, that's so true. Wow. Maybe
Yeah.
I was born to be a rat.
Clearly.
Not that kind of rat though. My father always told me to never be a rat.
Hey, remember when we were trying to figure out who in the friend group was what Ninja Turtle?
Yeah,
Because we're
I'm fucking Donatello. I'm the orange.
no, you're
one.
Master Splinter.
Oh, dude, I will fucking take that.
I'm Donatello.
Hell.
Because it sounds like Delino.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Which one is Donatello? The red one?
He's the purple
He's the one with anger problems,
geek.
right?
No.
Okay.
That's Andy. The red guy.
That's Andy.
He's got the samurai swords. Andy actually owns 2 samurai swords.
Oh my god.
It's him to the T, and I'm Donatello, 100%.
Andy's a real hit in our conversations, isn't he?
I know.
He's a real
There's so much
go-to.
fuel there.
Yeah, there is. That's a good thing, Andy. I've
Is
always
either a good thing or a bad thing?
ever since I was a
It can
kid.
be both, though. Anyway, go on.
Ever since I was always. Can you shut the fuck up? How amateurish of me. Ever since I was a kid, who was Michelangelo? Raphael? Which one was the orange one? Pizza. I like. He's like pizza. Serve that.
I think that's Michelangelo.
God, I sound like such a boomer. Yeah, I always related to Michelangelo the most.
Right.
Because I was like, what identity am I? And then I started smoking weed, and then I decided.
That was your form of soul searching?
Yeah, well, a part
Who
of the,
am I?
the reason.
I started smoking weed and getting really introspective. I found out that I was actually
Yeah. Well, there's really only
Michelangelo.
There's really only 4 types of guys, and they're all represented by the Ninja Turtles.
Dude, oh my god. That's so funny. I was actually talking to Nas, my partner, about this. I say partner on the off chance that people don't know who that is.
Mhm.
Not happening.
It's not like they haven't
Everyone
listened to
knows
all
her.
the other podcasts.
Yeah, everyone knows who she is. I was talking to her in the car, and it was about like horoscopes.
Okay.
And we're talking about a friend who starts with the letter L and how she believes like very heavily in horoscopes and blames everything in her life on the fact that she's a Sagittarius.
I fucking hate that shit. Okay.
Yeah, so we were just shitting on it, and she was in a bad mood, and I was in a bad mood, and it kind of made us happier to just like shit on this person.
Okay.
You know how that goes?
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, sort of like
Only
cathartic.
to find a common and come
Yeah,
back.
to gang up on
Yeah.
someone without their knowledge and then just shit on them,
Better than fighting.
which is what we mostly do on this podcast. And
Yeah.
we were saying like how stupid horoscopes are, but I think I somehow relayed it into it's kind of like a dumb chick thing. And I was like, damn, what's the like male equivalent of believing in horoscopes? You know, it's like, what do we have as men that crosses over into like this weird pseudoscience that everyone kind of believes but doesn't believe?
Oh.
And we just found it. So
The
what Ninja
Teenage
Turtle?
Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, what Ninja Turtle are you?
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, totally. Facebook quizzes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what quizzes.
Yeah, like which
Well, yeah.
which diehard character are you? You know what? I
Hans
actually kind of
Gruber.
think the horoscope thing simply because a tactic as a male to gain sexual favors from a woman, like if you're a single man, you're looking for a woman, you want to have sex,
Mhm.
you need to adopt the horoscope tactic. You need to adopt knowing baseline.
It's one of those things we do for
things.
pussy sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And so I think that's becoming androgynous.
It
Almost
falls
in a
into
sense.
that umbrella.
So it's almost becoming a man thing of its own. Actually, since I bought tarot cards, and it's fun. I think tarot cards are, I guess, traditionally kind of a feminine thing. It's
Any type of that spirituality, like,
Which-
spirituality from chapters type shit. That's all for women.
I got it from amethyst crystals, bro.
That's
Come
for
on.
women and dudes with cut off jeans,
Yeah.
ponytails, staring at the Twin Towers as they burn and he meditates.
58-year-old guru guys from Miami who have shows with Zac Efron.
Sounds rad.
But the thing is that one of the first things in the book, because I think spirituality, oh my god, not to get gay, but I think spirituality regardless shouldn't be, it's androgynous. But one of the first things in the book, it almost as if to reassure me, we have made this reissue with androgyny in mind specific, and they speak about how, some cards are more feminine, some are more masculine.
Oh, this is what it says in the little.
Yeah, almost to reassure me that it's okay that you're gay.
Right. You open it up, there's this pamphlet that said all that, and then there's a SpongeBob eraser and some Harry Potter gum.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, giraffe eraser.
Yeah.
I heard a great joke. I'm just gonna rehash this joke. You know what? I'll tell you after.
No,
It's
the joke.
It's not.
It's a long joke.
I'm rehashing, but not for myself. It's my own material.
Okay.
It's from a different podcast. I can't do that. I just thought it was really funny. I'll send you a link.
Sounds gay. I'm in.
Yeah.
Go on about your tarot cards.
Absolutely. Yeah, I did a reading last night. Actually, I meditated with the cards.
Is this gonna become a problem?
No.
Like where you come in here and like, I'm sorry, man. I did another reading.
I'm a healer.
You're a healer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
Namaste.
You know what I have been thinking of? I've been genuinely, wholeheartedly, with the consistency I've been finding in ourselves currently right now with this podcast, which is absolutely surprising me. I have been thinking of buying TikTok. Making a TikTok account and doing online TikTok tarot readings and becoming a TikTok boy. Dude, people pay for that shit. They pay for that fucking shit.
We're ending the podcast.
I'm really good.
Right
Did you say I'm ruining the podcast?
We're ending the podcast right now. I'm pressing the space bar.
Find me on TikTok at Tarot
What
Fuckboy.
are you doing?
It's true.
Is this a tarot show
Dude,
now?
you can get money from it, man.
Yeah,
You
doing a
can.
lot of shit you can make money.
Yeah, but this is ethical.
This is ethical. Oh.
It is. I'll tell people that
That's so dumb.
you're gonna have a great life. Do people make a living doing it?
Okay, question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think this is something you believe in?
Tarot? Or you mean my dreams of
Tarot?
being a TikTok star?
Tarot with the intent of doing it over the internet. Where the person isn't even in the room.
Good question. Apparently there's I haven't looked too much into it.
Throw all the readings off here.
Apparently there are ways you can do it because you can pay someone for a Skype thing, and I do believe in tarot. I shouldn't say I believe in tarot. I don't believe in tarot to be a divination or like a prophetic thing. I believe in it to have healing powers.
Can I ask you another question?
Absolutely.
Will you be doing it in the guise or wear of a TikTok e-boy with like eyeliner and like a cross earring?
Yeah.
You're like tapping the side of your face like,
Dude, how is anybody gonna notice me if I don't?
Nine of Swords.
Actually, could we just put you on the camera and then
Oh,
I
I
do
got
all
the
the
death
tarot
card. I
stuff?
love death. Death is dark and so is my soul.
Yeah, dude. Actually, that's a great idea. And then we can
TikTok
make it.
e-boy tarot.
Yeah. Whoa.
Cool.
I like the.
Dude, new name of the show.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty serious about this.
Okay.
E-boy tarot.
Whoa.
E-boy tarot cards.
Wait, is that gonna be dated though? Because like e-boys are kind of out now. You know.
Shit.
I do like that though. I do like that e-boy tarot.
Yeah.
But then, are we pulling cards?
Hmm?
This card says that you are looking into the future of sleeping with 14-year-old women for the next.
Oh, you're gonna
3
manipulate
years.
it? I knew this was gonna come around.
I don't even know what I'm saying, honestly.
You're like
I'm
Dennis
trying
from
to
Sunny
read.
in Philadelphia.
Who's Sunny in Philadelphia? I mean, who's Dennis and Sunny?
Hey, listen, he's never seen that show before. Isn't
No,
that
I'm not much of a
insane?
show guy. Not gonna lie.
You watch shows all
No.
the time. It has to be anime or it's out.
That's
Did it
true.
in anime if it's always sunny,
Oh my god,
then you'd be in.
the girl I had over last night. She saw the Berserk novel you gave me. Graphic
Don't
novel.
say she's a keeper and she knew what it was.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, she did grab my guitar the last time and like start playing fucking G and E chords and shit like
Yeah,
that.
don't
So
care.
it's like, okay, regardless, she's like, "What is this?"
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Oh, it's like a because I can't remember. It's Kentaro. What's his name?
Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, because
Rest
he
in
had,
peace, motherfucker.
Rest in peace.
You're a real one.
for sure.
Live
Sure.
on.
Because he had recently passed. I usually I'd be like, "Oh, it's just gay," and then put it away. But it is actually not. It's a beautiful book. But since he had just passed through, I kind of like talked to her about it and opened up, and she was like amazed by it. She's like, "Well, books can be like this," and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." Am I like actually the guy who writes and he illustrates too, right? Yeah, I was
wrote
like,
and illustrated the whole thing.
yeah, Jesus Christ, and he never finished it, did he? No. So where is this? Is he? Did he do a George R.R. Martin thing though, where like George R.R. Martin, the guy who wrote Game of Thrones, he knows he's a fat pig and he's in his late 70s, so he knows he's not going to be around for long. So he has like a certain 3 people or something that he's like told his plans for the ending of the book.
Oh, I actually didn't know that, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Kentaro would do. I mean, with an IP like Berserk. Like,
right. So Berserk was started. The publication was Young Animal magazine, and
it didn't start in shonen.
No, and this is 1989. Yeah. He had just like done this draft, Berserk, one of the best, if not the best, mangas of all time.
Well,
and he's been slowly creating this, or had been rather, since 1989 till present, like beginning of May of this year. And it's such a long manga. There's times where it just sort of like drifts without much,
going on.
Yeah. So especially lately, and then again, chapters have been coming like one every 6 months or so.
Really?
Anyway, there's kind of an inkling that he would just never finish it. He was 54 when he died, but people are still like, we're not going to see it in our lifetimes kind of thing. I've actually had friends who have died, waiting for the series to end and so forth. And that was always my question too, was like, will it ever be finished? And the answer is objectively yes. Now it won't.
Mm-hmm.
At least not in his art direction.
If 1989, I didn't realize though. At that time, what did you have? You had like Fist of the North Star, like that shit. Like that's way ahead of its time.
Fist of the North Star was like the edgiest thing
at the time. Yeah, and then
Berserk just came with a giant,
and that's a genuinely
200-pound sword and cut its head off.
Heartbreaking series too. Like there's some moments in there of like true, genuine like.
Have you finally read the book?
I've read that book before. Like I've had the first issue manga before.
Have you read the edition that I gave you?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, why?
You
even showed it to her.
Yeah, I showed it to her. I pretended that I read it.
It's just pictures too. It's not even hard to read.
I know, but I'm into tarot. I'm into tarot right now.
No, read it tonight. Read it tonight.
Since
we talked about Miura tonight.
I actually probably will, as long as you promise me to read 9/11
Meditation
and Meditations, America's Handbook by shoutouts once again, David Thorson. Please come on our podcast.
One of his cronies. I'll finish the story.
Okay,
hold on.
Go ahead.
One of Miura's altar boys, so to speak, who is like helping him out. I think paneled the comic or the manga rather. Wow. And he texted or tweeted. He's like, he tweeted in Japanese. He's like, "I will do my best."
Aww.
And that's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And then people are like, "What? What the fuck? What does this mean?"
Oh.
So I just like watched this big YouTube video on how he's going to be the torchbearer for the rest of the series.
Interesting.
Him and maybe like a couple others. Because, he's probably written
how long
a bunch more of Berserk, if not the end already. So it's just a matter of illustrating it.
Well, if you think about it because he's not in shonen with Berserk, so he's making his own money off of Berserk as a guy who has to make his money off this one IP that you created for a long time. You have to stretch that shit out, dude. You can't just like
it's got to be your bread and butter. You've got to keep people waiting.
Exactly. So recently you said it was kind of stagnating, like the story itself.
From what I hear, I actually haven't read that far or even nearly that far. There's quite a bit to go through with it.
Hunter x Hunter, my personal favorite, has kind of the same issue in a sense. The guy who created Hunter x Hunter is the same guy who created Yu Yu Hakusho back in the day, which is another really great one. And he made Hunter x Hunter back in the day, but he never finished it. He got to a certain point back in 98, and then he kind of brought it back up in like 2009 or something. And then a studio, I can't remember what studio, but they started animating it in like 2010, 2012, 2013. And as it stands right now, there hasn't been a new Hunter x Hunter. He's not finished. What I appreciate is he concluded the first story. Like the first story was about oh my god, I can't remember. It's been so long. But the kid finding his dad, and at the end he does find his dad, and like it ends there. And so like there is some satisfaction, but it's still set up for so much more. And the problem is this guy talks incredibly at length about his like depression and how he's like, no, I can't. Like writing manga is one of the most stressing and like worst things I can do for my mental health. He's like, I'm not doing it because I'm gonna kill myself if I continue. But people are worried because we think it's never gonna get finished. And it's been like, I think the last issue release was like 2014. I don't know. I think there's been like some Japan only movies and shit like that. But but as a Western fan who's not die hard by any means, kind of
Apologies to the listeners who do not give a shit about manga or anime.
Anime
That's probably really boring. There's not even any jokes in there, but
no, it's okay though. They learned something.
Well,
today.
it's the same. Like the anime Evangelion. Most people know that one.
What?
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Oh yeah. No, I for some reason I actually didn't know what you meant.
Guy was super fucking depressed, right? Guy who made that.
Was he? Oh,
yeah.
Obviously.
Oh yeah,
obviously. Yeah.
Dude, he was total head case. And
can you sing the theme song?
So this 9/11 was an inside job, and let's meditate.
Hey, that was so good, dude.
I actually know the lyrics. I need the song to play. Don't applaud that.
Oh, do it again, please. Do it again.
So he finished the anime and then just fucking killed himself. Yeah.
The fucking dude killed himself?
Yeah.
Dude, his family is reaping off of his work for fucking money. It's like monetized everywhere. Holy shit, he killed himself?
Yeah, I remember this girl that I used to know introduced me to Evangelion when I was like 16.
He killed him? Wow.
And she's like, yeah, he committed harakiri seppuku.
Oh, he committed seppuku also?
And that's what I believed.
Wow.
For like
he
years.
didn't actually.
No.
Fuck.
There's no way.
I believed you. That's like Nick's ex-girlfriend. She was Korean. And the first time I met her, I'm like, so you're from, I was like really dumb. I was like 17, but I was like living on my own and just becoming an adult. I'm like, so you're from South Korea? It's like, no, I'm from North Korea. No. You fucking serious? No way. Totally believed her. She let that on for about 4 hours. Until she's like, you idiot. I'm from South Korea. And I'm like, shit.
Boondoggled.
Wow, he killed himself. That's like the writer of, you ever see Leaving Las Vegas with Nick Cage?
Every time I talk about movies with you, it's always Nick Cage.
Yeah.
It's your favorite actor. No.
Well, there's always.
Well, he won an Oscar for that somehow. I haven't seen it, but I know that.
You know the movie? Of it?
I know of the movie.
Yeah, the guy, he has one writing credit before. It's a Rugrats episode.
Wow.
And he wrote this. He wrote the script Leaving Las Vegas, and it's about a guy, going to Las Vegas and drinking himself to death, essentially. Mm-hmm. And it's a really good movie. And then the movie got bought, and then he killed himself.
Right.
Yeah, and he never saw the movie get made, but.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's a really good movie.
It's pretty tragic, ain't it?
Whatever. Damn. Who cares?
They made an anime out of that.
I was never affected by
starring
that.
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage? Anime? Ooh, that's a good idea.
He already is so insanely anime.
He kind of is like the human equivalent of anime. Actually.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, who else would be like that?
Completely. No one.
Interesting.
It's him. He occupies that space.
Pete
no one is as animated and weird and cringe as he is.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
What about Chad? What's his name? Fucking Chet Hanks. He's pretty animated. That guy's pretty cool. Chet Hanks, Tom Hanks' son. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. White Boy Summer, you know that guy?
White Boy Summer? Oh, the rapper.
No, well, he
white
wants
and purple,
to be.
White and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not call him a rapper.
I see him. Chet Hanks is sick because, like, I mean, I'm sure he's a cool guy. He's kind of well spoken, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I'll see him in the most random places, the most random people. Like, suddenly he's with like Lil Boozy in fucking Las Vegas, and then the next day he's with like someone from like he's Full of Hell in fucking.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's everywhere. I don't get him.
Idris Elba and Oprah.
Yeah, is that the black guy, Idris Elba? What's it? Elba?
He is black man.
Idris Elbow Noodles. I'd have
his nickname in high school.
Yeah, everyone took a licking from my elbow. I don't even know what he sounds like.
He's British.
What are we rocking here?
Huh? We're at just over an hour.
Oh wow! Fuck,
yeah.
That's actually, I thought we were almost. Time just flies, Dolly.
You want to get out of here? You're half drunk. You
no.
Go to a birthday party. We still have.
I have to.
Your contract says we have another 20 minutes.
It does, yeah. I'm not getting. I will say this is the first job that I ever had weekends off, though. I will say.
Groovy. Mm-hmm. What is your job? You bottle wine.
Currently?
Yeah. What is this? Charade you're proposing.
Oh.
You have the weekends off.
Oh, because
that's ironic because of course you get the weekends off.
No, because you
have the whole week off.
Because we don't podcast on Saturday and Sunday, so is it the first job I've had that I?
Oh, this is the job that you get the weekends off from.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about what we're doing right now.
I'm deaf in my right ear, and you're sitting to my right.
Yep, I am. Yeah, and it is a birthday. May I give a very happy, special shout out birthday to Brooklyn Williams because she's my love and I love her. So
That's his girlfriend.
sure. Yep. Absolutely.
She's gonna hear
Sarah,
this.
man.
You should play this back as soon as you get home.
Oh yeah, I will.
That'll be the background music to the party.
Money, not the don.
Yeah, we'll just sing the Evangelion theme.
That's stuck in my head since you sang it. You sang it so well. You articulated that really well. It's stuck in my head. I'm gonna crank that in my car. Yeah, it's her birthday, so today I gotta go do a couple things for her birthday. And Sarah went so hard. Sarah made probably by far the best card in any matter that I've ever seen, whether that be store bought, I don't know, homemade card for Christmas, birthdays. It tops them all. It is like the most heartfelt, beautiful, and I mean Sarah's an artist, obviously, so she draws like the most amazing shit. Mm-hmm. And it was just so like inside were pictures of them, and like,
wow,
like I would never get that treatment. I would never from anybody.
No, would I?
Yeah, and she stayed up until 5 a.m. cooking Brooklyn breakfast, and like literally went so far out of her way. And it was beautiful. It was really nice.
And they're not dating any guys right now, are they?
No, I've thought of that too, but they joke about that, and they probably would make
completely kidding.
I think they would make a good couple, but I don't even care if they're gonna listen to this or not. But like I've been planning something for I was planning it with Sarah, but like Sarah's so like inclined to like do her own thing for Brooklyn that I'm like, hey, like I'm gonna take this day to do this because I got shit planned we're gonna do, and she's like, no, I already have something planned. She's like, I'm already doing something. I'm like, dude, like I'm involved too. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. Like, come on, we're doing this together. We're gonna go have fun. Mm-hmm. Anyways, that's the most I'll say about it.
Groovy. I
didn't say much at all, but anyways, been a bit of contention to my part, but
all right.
Yeah. When's your birthday? August 17th.
Yeah.
I heard that earlier in the podcast.
Right, because I wanted to drink with cops on that day.
Close to my father. Yes, you did. Close to my father's birthday. You're a Leo.
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Leos and Scorpios, I don't know how they typically... Oh, no, I'm becoming that fucking horoscope
chick.
There
we go.
Yeah, uh-oh.
You're already the tarot
shit's
chick.
getting in my fucking head.
Now you're the horoscope chick. It's not a far cry,
Far Cry?
It's not a Far Cry 4. My friend was in that game.
He was in the game?
Yeah.
What was he like? One of the...
He was one of the
guards?
Voices. Yeah, literally.
Hey!
Yeah.
You there!
Who turned out the lights?
Who turned out the lights?
Just my imagination.
You have a banana for sale?
Oh fuck, he's here! Like those are the two extremes for every video game voice.
I knew the chick
for guard.
What was that PS4 game with the ginger girl who rode on mechanical dinosaurs?
Horizon.
Yes.
Zero Dawn.
I knew the girl who did the PlayStation 4 reveal commercial for that. She did the voiceover for that entire commercial.
Can I have your autograph for even knowing her?
Dude, just put out your hand. I'll spit in it right now.
Nice.
Thanks.
That's pretty lit.
You pulled a gun on me in the last podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, do you have a problem with that?
And I want to let you guys know I went for a hug after.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I
fucking guy.
I fucking got it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you're a nice father. You're actually a good guy. And I denied the whole thing. I just wanted him out of the house, so I let him hug me.
Oh, I just suck it out of him. Is there anybody you because you are this guy now officially, but is there anybody?
What is this guy? What does that imply?
Is there anybody you were with, whether relationship or even just fling or whatever, that is like a family man or woman now who has a kid and like a wife and shit like that?
Oh, someone that I've hooked up with previously?
Been with, either in a relationship or just hooked up.
Damn.
Or are you the only one in your like? Because they say that about you now. They're like, oh, Dolly. Oh, I used to fuck that guy. Oh yeah, he's a dad now.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
No,
isn't that weird?
There's tons of girls saying that now.
Yeah.
There's 7 girls saying that.
That's just like our podcast viewers.
It's all them. It's all my exes.
Yeah. Oh man.
Wow. They would be the ones to stalk me.
Hey, I am single, ladies.
No, I am the only one.
You don't know? You haven't? There's not a single person you slept with who has a kid now or anything?
Yeah. And I don't know that, but I know that.
Yeah. Without thinking too hard into it, I know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I would know that. Yeah.
Actually, honestly, with me, and you know what, my not to sound too douchey, but I have a really high count. I've slept with a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure none of them, if they already hadn't had a kid already, that none of them have had kids since I slept with them.
You would know that?
I do know that.
But a lot of the girls you've slept with live in Chilliwack, though.
No. Yeah.
When you say it's like
that's
50-50?
no, because I know
Half
who
of
they,
them have kids now?
no. They usually, well, some of them already had kids. A lot of the girls I slept with are in Yellowknife too, and in all around. I'm a worldly guy. You know, some say that I'm a worldly guy, but I used to think the English Channel was a British TV channel. I didn't know it was the body of water separating British
Now
and
we're
England.
actually ending the show.
What do you mean that was a hit joke? Are we going?
Okay, instead of ending it, I'm just taking off 10 minutes as punishment.
Okay.
So we're ending 5 minutes earlier.
no, Sapolsky, come on.
Such an idiot.
You know, Dolly's got a pretty beautiful face. Some say it looks like a flower, a cauliflower.
Because I'm white and my face looks like it's just acne scars.
That's
That's it. That's what cauliflower is for a white dude.
I kind of actually, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, that's me. I'm self-reflecting that hatred on myself.
That'll be us in 20 years. Or two cauliflower heads.
Together in gay harmony.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
This fucking trans girl. Remember,
Let me sign a blood pact about that right now. We'll be two gay cauliflower heads in 20 years.
if like everything else fails, or just
Nope.
no matter what.
No matter what.
So you mean I'm not building my life up to spend it with you, Dolly. You know,
You're not building up shit.
I'm going to.
As far as you know, you're going to keep on this trajectory.
What is? I come here.
20 years.
I'm very consistent with this podcast.
Okay. Well, that is something.
Yeah.
And then to me, that's everything.
Yeah, exactly. Because we do it together. It's our thing.
You're my only co-host.
We have a blood pact to continue doing this podcast for the next 20 years,
5
whether or
minutes.
not we made for the next 5 minutes. Hey, that trans girl I've been trying to tell you about.
Yeah.
So hear this out. You know how my favorite band in the entire world is.
The Wiggles. Go on.
Mm-hmm. So I asked this trans girl because she's like super into good music. I asked her, do you know the Wiggles? Have you ever heard?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
She starts singing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I kind of like immediately was like, oh my god, like kind of didn't fall in love, but I'm like who are you? Like,
What
there's
band
no,
though did you say actually?
Liturgy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she knew Liturgy.
She knows not because literally Hunter Hunt Hendricks is a trans woman now too, so she's a big member of the trans Twitter.
So
right?
now, it's just updated on every trans person's phone.
Yeah, they get notifications.
Yeah, we have a new one.
Yeah, Shaq has gone trans.
That'd be dope.
All the animals in the zoo have gone trans.
It's a massive trans woman.
That would be sick, actually.
Oh.
Goes into sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should. I fucking
WNBA.
I fucking love trans women going into women's sports and creaming them. I think that should continue. I think that's the coolest fucking thing in the world.
You think that's the coolest thing?
No, I actually
Can you do that?
Yeah, that's a big contention.
No, I mean, my question is, can you do that, please?
Myself? No, the women are better at sports than I am. Yeah, I
They
would not
cream you still.
They would still cream me even if I went in as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? Actually, they might naturally just be terrible at sports. And like even though I don't know how to dribble a ball.
Yeah, you just walk in there like a bunch of third grade boys.
Yeah.
Like, oh well.
Hey, you could
All I
enter
needed was a wig.
the Sekiro contest of the Olympics.
The women's Sekiro.
Division, yeah.
They can't even beat like the flaming ogre or whatever the first boss is called again.
I'm sure they couldn't.
The chained ogre. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. But hey, are you still not Dolly? I'm surprised we haven't mentioned this. Dolly, he's in rehab for video game rehab right now.
I hate this
Sanctioned.
episode that we've done so far. It's all about video games and stuff.
Oh, that's okay. That's
really
these are our
alienate.
interests, man. And you know what? We'll find our niche
You're
audience.
gonna alienate all the beautiful men and women.
What do you want me to
listening
talk about? Fucking Sephora?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Do you want me to talk about how they use?
I can talk about Sephora.
They use mink oil in all fucking makeups, and we have a mink farm here in Chilliwack that had a huge COVID outbreak.
And they mine their silica from India. There's 2 provinces in India they take it from. It's from impoverished young children, actually.
This from silk, the
No,
oil.
The silica, whatever that's
Oh,
called. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
called silica, but it's like this delicate mineral. Anyway.
Little Indian boy come. Mm-hmm.
No, you're thinking of Shoppers Drug Mart.
Oh,
That's what they use.
for
Slightly less
for what?
high in quality.
The signs.
Shampoo.
Oh, okay. I love
No, they
Shoppers
make it.
Drug Mart brand shampoo.
Yeah. Immediately so on board with it.
Yeah.
No, we were talking about
Video games?
video games just
Yeah.
now. You're saying
You're in rehab. You're in video game rehab.
yeah,
Or video game jail.
yeah.
Yeah. How did you set a date for yourself to go back?
Yeah, June 4th,
Why?
which is in
America Day?
4th of,
You celebrating?
4th of July.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Shit.
4th of June.
Does that just mark a
It's a 1 month thing.
Oh, it's only a month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got really mad about a month ago.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend Tom, who I've been grinding through Dark Souls 3 with, just messaged me saying, hey, like, I'm really lonely. Most nights I spend in my Dragon Ball Z themed bedroom, in my race car bed, just crying to myself, wishing that I was playing Dark Souls 3 with my buddy, Dali.
I thought you said Tom wasn't funny.
Right, I had to make him funny.
Because that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. Sorry, Dolly.
Jeez.
Hey, man, you know what, dude? If it's on the 4th, what day is it today? The 28th? How many days are in May? 31?
I believe so. Let me click the calendar that I have right in front of me right here. 31 days.
31. So you're fucking a week there, man. You're pretty close.
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah. Hallelujah. Are you going to jump right to the video games right away, or do you think you're a reformed man?
I'm going to jump right in.
Immediately.
Probably, yeah. Fuck, why not? I mean,
dude.
You're saying like this is some sort of heroin opiate situation.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I thought you were done with that.
How do you actually feel more fulfilled since you stopped playing though?
No.
Do you feel you've learned anything?
I'm a bit more present.
Okay.
I feel like video games were in a large way pretty dissociative for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like when I would spend 3 or 4 hours just playing Sekiro, like the same enemy over and over again, it like created this sort of zen where I didn't have to think about life. And now that that's gone, I'm sort of left with watching Desperate Housewives with my girlfriend.
Oh, so you're not spending your time any more efficiently?
No.
Okay.
Probably less so.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think video games are actually really good for you.
I would rather.
And I think that I'm missing a great thing in my life.
Honestly,
this is more of a punishment, though. It's not I need this out of my life. It's like this is something that I'm refraining because I did something bad.
That makes sense.
Kind of
and to tell you the truth, I would much rather have my Dolly be amazing at Sekiro than know things about Desperate Housewives.
Right.
So yeah, I think you should go back to the video games too. Yeah, you're right. It's more of a. I see.
It's a downgrade.
Yeah, the punishment.
Shout out to Desperate Housewives, though. What a great show.
Yeah, believe it till I see it. And I'm never gonna do that. Is that where we?
Should we end it?
I think so. What do we hit? Hey, you know what? As per tradition, I'll say something nice about you, Dolly. You the grain of purple, the shade of purple on your shirt today.
Yeah.
Never. It's it makes me allergic.
Stop stalling.
It's nice, and the gift of your gab is good, and I've had a lot of fun doing this podcast with you.
Okay.
Consistency is good.
Consistency is good.
Yeah. I didn't think I probably have a lot of nicer things
Why
to
don't
say.
we focus on the content?
Instead of no quantity over quality.
Really?
All day.
Okay.
No, I don't really believe that. I mean,
well,
I only have so much to give.
Every time I do this show, every time I sit down here, it's like Dewey Cox. He has to think about his whole life. It's really an intense spiritual
John
thing.
C. Reilly?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really, I character act about this. I method act. And I get in the podcast sort of mentality where I just immerse myself in the podcaster.
Podcast Dolly is my favorite Mortal Kombat character.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just me just lying on a couch with a mic in front of me.
Yeah.
While I yell mean things at the other opponent.
Vocal karate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just degrade them until they don't want to fight anymore.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Fighting a character.
And so by the end of it, I'm like, why am I even doing this? I don't want to do this.
What?
This is a shit show, is what I think.
Really?
And then, I edit it, I put it up, and then I listen to it, and I'm laughing out loud like every 5 minutes.
Damn right. I didn't
like,
expect that.
What the fuck? This is actually kind of good.
Yeah, man. For sure. You can't think about it too much.
I think that we're going to get really good at this.
I think so.
And I think that our friendship is going to bloom, and I think
wow.
that we're going to get maybe some nice little tattoos of each other.
Dude, if it's for the podcast, I will do it.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Yeah. You know what?
I think that Nas is going to get jealous.
Of us?
Yeah.
Of our love?
No, our podcasting strength, which turns into sort of a love.
Okay. Well, there is
it
always
just looks like love because we're so in tune with the podcast white boy energy.
To make if it's any kind of consolidation, there is going to be a mic between us at all times. So
Yeah,
two mics between us.
Yeah.
You know what? I know
method act.
Dolly and I set a goal. I don't know if I want to say the goal on the podcast explicitly, but I have my own personal goal, and that is to have 1 to 2 fans completely self-made, like 2 community members or whatever the fuck
that aren't our friends.
That aren't our friends. People who just enjoy listening to us talk about nonsense.
Right.
So those are my personal goals.
So all I have to do is find 2 bots.
Pay a Chinese guy.
Yeah. To comment, oh, very good,
Yeah.
on the YouTube page.
Well, you would do that for me? Like, you create your own account?
As long as you find that one small gesture good enough.
I did that to Rio. We have one song. Sorry to keep this going. We have one song from our old band on there, and every time I'd go on someone's YouTube, I'd go onto that and I'd comment on it, be like, hey, this is kind of amateur, but it's really good songwriting or something like that.
You
Like,
keep commenting on the song you made like 9 years ago.
And Rio will comment, be like, hey, thanks. And he always sends me a picture of the comment, be like, dude, check this out. I'm like, oh my God, no way.
Wow.
Just to make him feel good.
Okay. Well, if the bar's set that low, I don't see us not succeeding.
You're goddamn right.
Anything is success over that. And on that note, suck yourselves off, folks. Listen to the Evangelion theme song in the bath while you cut your wrists thinking about Kentaro Miura.
Yeah, and 9/11 and meditation.
Meditate about 9/11.
Be prepared for the next episode when we have David Thorson on.
David Thorson.
David Thorson. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna find him.
Hey, you're gonna find
Yeah,
him?
I'm gonna fucking. Hey, I'm from the Come Town podcast.
Let's meditate in front of his house and then bomb it.
We should get him, invite him on the podcast, and just meditate, and so we don't say anything at all.
Anytime he's like, hello? Hello? We're like, shh. Hey, we're trying to transcend.
Yeah.
We're thinking about 9/11.
You hear a plane?
Okay,
Goodbye.
bye.
That was perfect ending. How long was that?